Today, we will talk about the influential neoclassical economist Kenneth Arrow and his contributions to economic theory. Kenneth Arrow was an American neoclassical economist who won the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics along with John Hicks in 1972 for his contributions to general equilibrium analysis and welfare economics. Born in New York City in 1921, Kenneth Arrow taught at Stanford University, Harvard, and the University of Chicago. He earned his Ph.D. from Columbia University, with a dissertation that discussed his theorem called the General Impossibility Theorem. Arrow determined in this theorem that results could not be decided fairly during an election. That's because, he stated, ideal voting methods did not exist when there are more than two candidates trying to satisfy certain criteria. Arrow outlined the criteria as follows. The application of Arrow's General Impossibility Theorem has gone beyond democracy and election results. It has been used for both welfare economics and justice, and linked to the liberal paradox, which was developed by economist Amartya Sen. According to Sen and his paradox, there is generally a conflict between the distribution of goods and services in a society, and individual freedom, as both cannot exist at the same time. Arrow later published a book on the same subject. Arrow is also known as one of the first economists to recognize the so-called learning curve. Arrow's theoretical insight has proven its importance over the decades, but he contended that his conclusions about the workings of competitive markets held true only under ideal, that is to say, unrealistic, assumptions. These assumptions ruled out the existence of third-party effects. An example of such an effect would be the idea that the sale of a product by Harry to Joe would not affect the well-being of Sally. However, this idea is routinely violated in the real world by the sale of products that harm the environment, among other effects. Arrow's later research translated simple ideas into elegant mathematics, which other economists extended into unanticipated directions. One of those notions was learning by doing, an idea that Arrow examined in the early 1960s. The basic idea was that the more a company produced, the smarter it got. Decades later, economists incorporated this idea into sophisticated theories of endogenous growth, which state that economic growth depends on internal company policies that promote innovation and education. Kenneth Arrow died on February 21, 2017. Here are one key takeaways. 1. Kenneth Arrow was a neoclassical economist noted for his wide-ranging contributions to microeconomic and macroeconomic theory. Arrow was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1972 for his work in general equilibrium and welfare economics. Arrow's major contributions to economic theory include the advances in social choice theory, most notably Arrow's impossibility theorem. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.